Welcome into our weekly 5 Things to Watch edition of Beyond the Arc here on High School Cube News. Brian Chimino along with Michael O'Brien of the Chicago Sun-Times, and we're jumping into number 1 right off the bat. We don't get many big games like this up in Lake County, and we're talking about undefeated number 4 Lake Forest on Thursday night hosting number 1 the Stevenson Patriots.
Get there early if you want to come to this thing. That is a small gym. There's not going to be nearly, basically Stevenson could fill it like 4 times probably with just Stevenson fans. So it's going to be just packed. Parking's going to be rough. Get there early, and it's going to be worth it. I mean, I think Lake Forest can do it. Maybe it's crazy. You know, Stevenson is killing people. They killed Lake Zurich, and there's a lot of similarities between Lake Forest and Lake Zurich, and we saw them play. They're closely matched teams, but you just feel like maybe this is the magic day for Lake Forest. They've got them in their gym. Lake Forest couldn't be playing better. Noah Karras is shooting well, playing well from outside. Boudreau's unstoppable in the middle, and they played them really tight last time, you know, in the playoffs. It's going to be fun to watch. Stevenson has to come to play. They know that, though, and they're going to have this date circled on their calendar, too. Connor Cashaw, he's going to be the key. He's got to rebound. He's got to find a way to at least slow down Evan Boudreau a bit.
And last year in that gym, double overtime loss for Lake Forest, so definitely I look forward to a great one as well. Number 2 on the week, rivalry week for the Simeon Wolverines. Tuesday, they have Morgan Park, that rematch, and then Thursday, Vocational.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough week for Simeon. Obviously, we all know about the Battle of Vincennes at Simeon Morgan Park. But the problem is, after that, they have to play Vocational, who has given them fits for years. Doesn't matter who is on the team, somehow Vocational is able to do it. Chris Pickett, the Vocational coach, does a great job. Vocational doesn't have a star, but they've got some size. They're kind of an interesting team because they're 6'7", 6'8" in the middle, and then practical midgets on the outside. They're like 5'6" kids, so they're a little weird. But you know, they can handle it, and they only lost by 8 points a month ago in Simeon's gym. You know, and now they've got them in Vocational, which is a tough place to play. And then, you know, Simeon's going on the road on the weekend, so they've got a bunch of challenges, but don't overlook that Vocational game.
Our number 3 thing to watch, number 24, Bartlett, new to the Super 25, Upstate 8 Valley matchup against West Aurora.
I mean, West Aurora needs this game. They were decent at Pontiac, they were okay, but they didn't look like a ranked team, and this team has higher expectations for themselves than that. Bartlett beat them the first matchup. Bartlett has also beaten Neuqua Valley. Bartlett has Ryan DeCanio, you know, a dynamic, high-scoring guard. This is a key matchup in the conference. It's a key matchup for the sectional seedings, and really it's a key matchup for who West Aurora is as a team this year. If they're really going to be someone we're going to look at for the Super 25 and can challenge in that sectional, they're going to have to win this game.
Our number 4 thing to watch, the other side of the Upstate 8 in the river, we have St. Charles East Saturday at St. Charles North.
This is going to be fun. St. Charles East and St. Charles North, so much fun to watch. I've never been to this game, as far as I can remember. My memory isn't the greatest. I'll be there on Saturday. St. Charles East is on a roll. You know, they have to play Larkin earlier in the week, so their 12 or 11 or whatever game undefeated streak could already be gone by then. I don't think so. I think they'll get through that, but who knows? In St. Charles North's gym against, you know, Jake Ludwig, the dynamic guard for St. Charles North. Jack Callahan does everything. But St. Charles East, they just might be way better than we even think they are. When I saw them play, Jake Esquini, their second leading scorer, got hurt like in the first minute or two. You know, and they still managed to give St. Joseph's all they could handle. And that's St. Joe's, you know, who is a legit top 5 team. Maybe St. Charles East is too. If they can win these 2 games this week against Larkin and at their rival St. Charles North, the sky's the limit for them.
Our number 5 thing to watch in the White West, Perspectives MSA versus Westinghouse.
Kind of a strange one, you know, Perspectives MSA, not a school a lot of people know about, although it is Anthony Davis's alma mater, and then Westinghouse, you know, who was redone as a magnet school after being a powerhouse for, you know, 30, 40 years. Westinghouse is on the road back. They're in the White West. They're probably going to win it this year, and that'll move them back up to the Red West, you know, the league everybody talks about, so they'll be around next year, and they are loaded with young talent. They have Corian Rushin, a sophomore, 6'4", 6'5", and then they have a point guard, a freshman point guard, a stud freshman point guard, and Io DeSunmu, and he is going to match up with maybe the best freshman point guard in the whole state. That's maybe including Kizo Brown from Simeon. Marquand Williams, Perspectives MSA. I haven't seen him yet, but you look at the point totals. I mean, he is putting up big numbers, 28 against Crane, 40 against Mather. There have been a lot of rumors maybe about him transferring, you know, to a higher profile school next year. But how often do you get to see 2 stud freshman point guards on the west side of Chicago, Marquand Williams, Io DeSunmu? It's going to be fun.
And that is your weekly 5 things to watch here on High School Cube News. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe High School Cube News and see all of our videos, including this week's MVP segment with Beth Long as she talks with Matt Rafferty of Hinsdale Central. For Michael O'Brien, I'm Brian Chimino. We'll see you guys next week.